Ah, what a nice day on YouTube. Let's see what's on YouTube today. Just the usual. What could go wrong? Oh, there's a new YouTube CEO? And it partnered up with Google? I guess that's fine. I mean, I don't care as long as it stays the same. Google, what the fuck did you do? Hello, guys. This is Matt, and this is my rant on Google, YouTube, and Gmail. Now, some of you have been expecting this because you guys are still like hanging on to the past because Anna Incognita, LOL 992, yeah. So please stop asking me to do rants about this, but this is gonna be the only rant about this because I talked about this so much. I talked about this way too much. Me and my boomer statements, But let's begin with the whole situation. So back in 2014, Susan Wojcicki got, hired for the new YouTube CEO, and along with that, YouTube partnered up with Google. Now, originally, I didn't really care because, I thought it was just some other ordinary thing that, could just improve the site. But holy monkey humping God, I was so wrong. I was so wrong on many levels. I thought this wouldn't do anything. And holy crap, did Susan Wojcicki ruin YouTube. My God, she turned it into one big monopoly. And it's, oh my God. But, just a little question to ask yourself. Who does Susan Wojcicki work for? Oh, wait. Google. So, yeah, I blame both Susan Wojcicki and Google for turning YouTube into a shit show. I can't speak. Shit show of a site that we all know and love today. Quote unquote love. Yeah. Ever since Susan Wojcicki became a CEO of YouTube, it progressively got worse, correct? So when this stupid algorithm that Susan herself implemented started to go against me, that's when the me versus YouTube Google has arisen. The feud between me and Google and YouTube has arisen. And I've hated YouTube and Google since then. Since they fucked up my older channels, oh my God, have I ever hated them so fucking much. Because of stupid reasons. And I believe Remixer Blog Meredith 5, it all began there. But it all began when I weirdly got some community guideline strikes that I couldn't even fix. And I tried contacting YouTube and Google about this. Wait, was it the community guideline strike? Or was it because, my channel got terminated or whatever, or deleted? I can't exactly remember. But what I do remember is this happened on either Remixer Blog Meredith 5 or An Incognita, but I think this happened on Remixer Blog Meredith 5. But I got community guideline striked, and no matter how much I tried to appeal, it didn't appeal, even after I removed the video. And they said that you cannot remove it after you remove the video, which was complete bullshit, because how am I supposed to remove the strike? This was a serious issue on that channel because when you have community guideline strike, you couldn't monetize. And I'll get to that later. So, in my opinion, when you remove a video that has a strike, I believe you should be able to appeal it or remove it. Because I think that's an unfair system. Because, what if, you know, like, you actually didn't want to do it and, like, do that type of content anymore that received a strike. And besides, usually when you receive a strike, it's usually false. So, yeah. So, the fact that it's like a false strike in the first place, and, like, you can't delete the video to remove the strike, you see the fucking problem there. That alone has ruined so many channels. And literally Google or this YouTube CEO has yet to do anything about it. But I'm not going to blame him too much. I only blame Susan Wojcicki because she actually enforced these rules and actually changed YouTube into a shit show. And she actually didn't fucking do anything about it. Like, she made a system that she clearly rigged and used that as her advantage to boost channels that are literally fucking crap, that appeal to the algorithm. Well, fuck the algorithm. The algorithm shouldn't have existed in the first place. This, like, legit, the algorithm never should have existed in the first place. And now let's move on to Incognita. You guys know what happened. The channel got deleted, but there was a reason. Because the monetization was taken away for reused content. And no matter what I did, I couldn't fix it. So I deleted it, I think. I don't know. It's been so long. But, so, this is another rant, within a rant, about Google, Gmail, and YouTube support system. There is no support system. It's just bots. Whenever you want urgent help, there's no real person to help you. It's just a bot with the same automated response because YouTube, Google, and whatever, they're all lazy fucks. They do not care. They do not care about their site, and that's the end of it. They just don't care. They do not care about their own site. They care about peeling sponsorship. Ooh, that's another one. I'll get to that later. So whenever I try contacting the support of these companies, you know, Google, Gmail, YouTube, whatever, they didn't do jack shit. Like, it's the same bot response. I literally had to email the fucking YouTube shit, and it took about, like, weeks to actually, like, few days to a few weeks to actually get a reply. And even then, sometimes when they actually replied, it didn't even fucking help. So all that waiting was for no reason. So I was like, okay, YouTube, you keep screwing over my fucking channels for no absolute reason. And you and your quote-unquote support system doesn't even fucking help. Like, goodness gracious, how can a company do a support system this atrocious? Like, how can you even make a support system that doesn't even support you? Dude, even the dumbest of companies can do that. Google, Jesus Christ. And yeah, but I'm not done. I'm gonna talk about, like, let me see, what are they called? Sponsorships or investors or... Yeah, investors. Okay. So, YouTube has this weird goddamn mindset where they have to do everything in their power to appeal to investors. Now, that may not sound like much, but basically, that's kind of an explanation of all those garbage mobile ads you see on YouTube. Those are investors showing off their work, well, quote-unquote work, even though that probably took like a few minutes to make, because it looks absolute fucking garbage. And yeah, there's just a bunch of them because YouTube wants to support and help these investors get their shit stuff on their platform to rack them up money. Yeah, all of these decisions come to one thing: money. That's it. Not the creators, not anything else, just money. Why can't we have companies that actually genuinely care about their customers and money at the same time? Because that's the point of the business, to grow the business. earn some money. But these companies are filled to the brim with old boomer people who don't know what they're doing, who don't know what caring about their customer is, because they implement these features that just shit on the customers and take away their money at the same time. Why are we living at a time where we are under control over older people that have probably Alzheimer's? Like, come on, dude. Can we just have people in control that are much better? Like, these people who are in control, these boomers who are in control, they don't know better. And the only thing they know is to take money from people and just do that. Because that's what Google is doing. They just take money from people and just do that. And the only thing I can give them credit for is the monetization system, but even then has so much faults to the point where it overshadows the good. Because monetization is like a blessing on this platform, but oh my god, one screw up and one screw up from their algorithm and AI, that it could ruin everything of your monetization. They could instantly take it away for no goddamn reason. And it is so disastrous for people who are trying to make a living off this platform. When that AI detects something false, when this YouTube and Google support team doesn't even give a shit about, the bot says, uh-oh, we found a fault. We must remove monetization for reused content. And then Google and YouTube is like, okay, whatever. And then whenever you contact them, you don't actually contact them. You contact their bots. They set up these garbage AI bots that don't do anything fucking correct. And they just rely on that. And that's it. That's why YouTube is such a horrible place. Because Google is relying on AI for shit like this. Moderating. And we all know how that went. YouTube and Google used AI and robots and algorithm shit to moderate, and we have yet to ban the most, unethical people ever just on YouTube. And YouTube's algorithm is so horrible to the point where YouTube has become a place of nothing but clickbait. I see nothing but clickbait on YouTube. And the reason why creators do this is because just to appeal to the algorithm. Which, oh my god, you now are realizing how horrible the algorithm is. And how it's been years. It's been this way for goddamn years. For so long, I can't count how long. And Google and YouTube have yet to fix it. Yes, that proves how incompetent they are and how focused on money they are, because they just don't care. They want to rig everything. They want to run a monopoly and do that. Now, the worst part about this is Google is under investigation for an antitrust stuff. I don't know when that is. It probably ended, but in my opinion, I think Google should have a company shut down. Because it's just run by these people who don't understand. Who really don't understand. Now, you may be wondering, well, if Google has, if Google just closes, what other search engine should we use? I don't know. There should be new search engines that should be made. Because Google, not only collects so much of your personal data, even that is proven by YouTube. Sometimes whenever you submit a copyright complaint or something, you file these very personal things. And that's Google and YouTube's way of collecting your personal data. And who knows who they're gonna share it with. And companies have been doing, I guess, for a while now. But holy shit, that is the most shadiest thing that Google has ever done. And the fact that Google has yet to fix this problem, I think a company shutdown is in order, because they're just corrupt. They're monopolizing everything, and they just don't care. They do not care. And what does this have to do with YouTube? Well, remember, the CEO is working under Google, correct? Literally. It's Google is bringing their problems onto YouTube, and we need to stop this shit, because YouTube is like, from what I remember, before the partnering, it's been really good, because before the partner, where this monster of a Susan Wojcicki that ruined everything for YouTube, she literally ruined everything. The only thing she added that was pretty good was monetization. But even that, she fucking rigged. Like, she rigged everything and made a horrible system from the ground up that needs reworking and needs more training. Or maybe not at all. Because this AI bot shit is just not working. It's ruining a bunch of channels, and they have these people who don't know what they're doing. They want to push this AI shit. And it's so annoying, because Facebook does that too. Because remember, they're pushing this stupid ass metaverse thing. Roblox as well, pushing this metaverse thing. And we all know how this metaverse looked like. It looked like a fucking Second Life game back in 2006 or whatever. Oh my god. We are in 2024. Why aren't these companies like high tech already? Are we that lazy? Because there's like other countries like that have better technology advancements than us, because they actually use their brain, but we're under control over people who don't even know what they're doing. That's why we're kind of like slow. Our like advancements are like slow when it comes to technology, because I mean, we have come far compared to last decade, few decades, but even then, like, comparing our technology advancements to other technology advancements, we could do much better than what we are now, because the fact that these old people who don't know what they're doing are relying on an AI bot that messes up everything, instead of actually doing the work like a company should actually fucking do. We just suffer under the AI bots that make every single mistake that ruins everybody's livelihoods, because these old people don't know what they're doing. And every time we tell these old people, oh my god, remove this, they don't, because they see nothing wrong with it. And that's the biggest problem, because these old people who don't know what they're doing, they just ruin everything. And they just ruin everything. And basically, all I'm gonna say is that we're fucked. We're pretty fucked as a generation. And I know I'm probably sounding like a boomer, but I think everybody can relate, because oh boy, I've seen what comes out of this new generation, and it is probably the most, I don't know how to put it. It's kind of a mixture of really stupid and really toxic. Because there has been cases where, there has been cringe everywhere. And the worst part about this, I'm pretty sure you guys know, there's content farms on YouTube, and those are not really good for kids. And YouTube has yet to do shit about it, because they're incompetent, and they should not be trusted with anything. Basically, kids grow up with these content farms. And you know what happens when kids grow up with content farms? They become really stupid. In fact, there has been cases because of TikTok that people's attention spans have been shortened by a long shot. Thank God I did not grow up with TikTok, because my God, I don't know how my brain would be if I did grow up with TikTok. Because I am so glad I grew up in a time where I actually went outside and did shit with my life instead of just looking at TikToks like 24 hours. Even I do better things than that. And I know people like TikTok, but that's kind of the problem. Because what do you do on TikTok? You scroll past short videos, correct? That shortens your attention span. It actually has been proven. Because kids who use TikTok, their brains just can't work and function like a normal human being. It's a manipulation tactic, basically, that worsens attention spans, and it's just not good. And sure, it may be fun, but, you know, I always think of this saying in self-discipline. Whenever I'm hungry, you know, my body starts to crave unhealthy foods. I just say, if you're thirsty, do not drink poison. And I just keep telling myself that. But, you know, every once in a while I do splurge, but that's kind of rare at this point. But it's kind of the same thing here. So if you're bored, you don't do things that could affect you negatively. Because that's kind of the problem here. TikTok is for fun, right? And you're bored, correct? So you use TikTok. But that shouldn't be a thing in your schedule, because when you're bored you could do so much other better things. Because the first thing that comes to my mind whenever I get bored is go outside and do physical activity, or either that or just do something, work on projects or whatever that actually like you can do shit. And like back, you know, I sound like a boomer at this point, but oh boy, more than ever, I wish I could go back in that generation or time. Because there's this another problem that I noticed. Company logos have been simplified. Why? Why have they been simplified? Now, when I look at logos, it's just boring old colors on thing. That's it. It's just I want these companies to stop simplification, because simplification fucking sucks. It's boring. Get rid of it. Be more creative with their logos. Because I just look at the Roblox logo and say, wow, this is Roblox now? Because it's so black and white. It's so grayish. And it's so... there's no soul to it. And that explains this current issue with the companies, that such as YouTube and Google and Gmail or what the fuck ever. Because these companies are ran by people who think that more boring simplification is better, when in reality, my opinion, get creative. Show some soul to your logo. Not just paint black and white in your logo and call it a day. Show some soul. Show some creativity. Because that's how companies started off. You've shown soul. And now that soul is taken away because you want to appeal to mobile ad investors, because money. When will you learn that you just simply can't do that? I mean, it's your company. You can do whatever you want. But you're not listening to your customers, and that's what companies don't do. In fact, how did companies grow in the first place? What happened? Let's see. Oh, wait. Customers helped your company grow. So your customers alone have deserved that respect, because they alone have grown your company. And you are here shitting on them and acting like a boomer with fucking dementia or Alzheimer's, who doesn't know what they're fucking doing. Come on. I think it's about time these old people should retire, because they are not fit for the job anymore. They don't understand. They don't know what they're doing. And we are currently living in a time like that, and it's so scary. Because the thing, how things are now, and how things are so soulless and corporate, especially when Roblox's events have been garbage lately, it's just these old people don't know what they're doing because it's kind of like a metaphor where these old people in suits see the goal, right? They see a bunch of money, but they do not see what's below them, their customers that supported them from day one and grew their company. They are focused on the big piles of money and cash while ignoring all these people who actually supported your company since day one. And because they have that mindset, they ignore everybody. They ignore all their customers. And it is so disastrous that we are living in this time. And I know I sound like a boomer. I sound like a complete boomer. But I'm actually being legit. Things have gotten progressively worse when it comes to companies. Because that's kind of the worst part. We buy stuff from companies. And then these companies have people that don't know what they're doing. And that is the scariest part because we are supporting these companies or supporting them by giving them money, And the worst part is that these same companies may not listen to you. They don't listen to you and they will treat you like crap and take your money and just kick you in the dust because that's how companies work. I'm gonna be honest, if I ran a company, I wouldn't sell out to fucking Google or anything like that. And I know that's probably much easier said than done because there may be cases where you have to sell out to prevent bankruptcy or whatever. But if you do it right, you don't need to fucking sell out. Because that's kind of the main problem, selling out. Selling out to these bigger corporations that do not care about the customers. That's why YouTube is such a shit place, because it is controlled and owned by this company who has people in charge that don't know what they're doing. Or the CEO doesn't know what they're doing. Or the board doesn't know what they're doing. It's just a bunch of people who don't know what they're doing. And because they don't know what they're doing, there's countless of other innocent channels that are being ruined, such as mine. My channels got ruined like twice by them because a bunch of people who don't know what they're doing, And and it's gotten worse because now every time before we watch a video, we have to watch a stupid ass mobile ad that is 100% fake. I also want to add on to this. YouTube has made a change. It was either last year, something like that. But basically, this supposed change was if you used an ad blocker, it would mess and tamper with your computer. There is absolutely no way, and all the ends of the earth to the core, is this legal. That should not be legal. This is just a site. It should not mess and tamper with your computer unless intended to do so, unless given information to do so. This is not legal. Whoever implemented the feature should get sued and have an antitrust lawsuit. That's it. I can't believe the government has not yet make a bill about that. Every company, any mobile game company has to be honest with their products. That's how it's always been. Companies are always honest about their products. That's literally one of the basis of being a company. You have to be honest about your products. You have to be honest about what you give to people. And you can spruce up the details, but don't stray from the truth like these mobile game ads have been lately. They've been doing completely fake gameplay just to attract downloads. And it's the most stupidest thing ever, because when I was growing up, in the old YouTube, there is these mobile game ads that I remember. One of them being, I believe, Jetpack Joyride. And it had a trailer of the game, right? And it was literally gameplay. Real, clean-cut gameplay.
and it still got lots of downloads. So what's the problem here? Why are these stupid ass companies, like these mobile game, quote unquote mobile game companies that took a few minutes to make that stupid game, why are they making fake gameplay now? Since like, if showing real gameplay worked, why are they resorting to fake gameplay? You cannot literally fix what's already not broken. Like, when things are not broken, you just can't come in and quote unquote fix it. Because what happened there between those years of honest mobile game ads and actually mobile games that have soul into them and art into them and actually are fucking fun to play, it just dwelled into this territory where, imagine like just a glass, just a perfect window, no issues, and then these stupid mobile game ads companies are like, there's a problem with this, let's smash it. That is the dumbest choice I've ever seen any company. But that's just one of many examples, and that is just so bad. And YouTube is just in a horrendous state because of Google, and I fucking hate Google for that. Because if I had to suggest something, Google should have a company shutdown. Like, I'm gonna be downright honest, company shutdown, because it's just ran by people who don't know anything. Either a company shutdown or a new CEO, or something like that. Anything that would make Google better. And the same thing with YouTube. I don't know what's going on with the meetings and the boards and the CEO and whoever, but whoever's in charge, you don't know what you're doing. Please remove the AI bot, the AI algorithm. Remove all of that and let people make what they want to make. Now, still keep the guidelines, but still, like, make it fair. Because when people are uploading content, in fact, that's why content has gotten so boring nowadays. Commentary, it's gotten so boring lately because there's ideas people want to do, but they don't do it because they are afraid that they're going to get like a community guideline striked or demonetized. And, no one should worry about that. No one. In my opinion, if I was in charge of YouTube, I would just say, let your ideas go wild. Go crazy. And then I would just change the YouTube logo into something fun and wacky that has soul. Well, not completely wacky, but, the old YouTube. Like, the old YouTube, which kind of looks the same. Kind of. But I want to add more soul to the logo. And I want to remove all that trash that Susan Wojcicki did and did monetization. However, I will still, like, take a percentage, but probably just, just a little bit, like $1. I don't know. But I may not do it at all. Maybe I could just put an option where people could donate and keep this site up. Problem solved. But no, it can't be that way. It had to be run by freaking monkeys that don't know what they're doing. And it's like, yeesh, how did we get here? But yeah, I'm just gonna say this right now. There is a lot of problems that Google, YouTube, and Gmail, there is problems that there needs to be fixed. Lots of underlying problems, and the fact that it has not been, treated like correctly, and it has not, these old corporate dudes in their fucking suits, or women in fucking suits or whatever, they don't know what they're doing, who ruined everything. They don't know what they're doing. Susan Wojcicki never knew what she was doing. And now, the new people who are left with their crap are now left to fix their mess. And there is a lot to be cleaned up. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I dwelled into a ranting boomer dude But that's kind of all I have to say, because it's just a terrible state. This is kind of a terrible time we're living in when it comes to companies. It's especially inflation and everything that's going on outside of YouTube and Roblox. My opinion, the world is kind of going through something right now, and I think these companies who provide entertainment should do a better fucking job than just stealing money from people and taking money from them and putting everything behind a paywall and making everything so boring. Come on, give it spirit, give it soul, not just black and white or just plain simplification. No, none of that. Soul, creativity, where it began. Come on, you fucking boomers. But yeah, I guess that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.